Okay, welcome to Skyrim, and here we are um, on the world map here. We're just outside of Helgen, at the escape from Helgen. We just left the first tutorial group before the start. We finished Unbound. We've escaped from Helgen with um, Bailoff, and we're about to do the next quest before the storm. We have to talk to Gerda and Riverwood, and there's Bailoff just below me there. And in this playthrough, we're going to play an orc dual wield. Okay, orc swordswoman dual wield. So we've got an orc swordswoman called Orica, and she's level 1, and she's got no skills really apart from a bit of sword fighting from Helgen. Now, I've done a dual wield this, and of course, let's make sure we're doing this right. It's the most important thing. We're playing on legendary difficulty, right? So I've done a lot of legendary run-throughs. It's much easier to play legendary as a conjurer, but I've done one dual wheel build as a Breton. My default race is always Breton. I love them, but I'm gonna go full on. So the dual wheel Breton worked fine, and I got all the right gear, and she was super powerful. But I'm gonna try the orc, because obviously the orc and dual wield, the orc berserker rage and dual wield, because the aim of this playthrough is to defeat all the big bosses at the lowest level possible. So we want to defeat Alduin, we want to defeat Miraak, and we want to defeat Harkon. It's easy to defeat them all at level 20 to level 30, but we're going to kill them all by level 10 or something like that, hopefully. If you're a conjurer, you can kill them a lot easier at a lot earlier level, because with dual wield you have to fight. And of course, at a legendary difficulty, I think you do 1/4 damage and the enemy does 4 times damage, or multiply by 4 and divide by 3. It's something savage. There's about 12 difference between them, you know. So it really hurts melee characters, but I'm going to get my damage output up so high using a variety of Skyrim features that it won't make any difference. But I thought I would try the orc just for a difference, because I've always played Bretons, and the double damage, the berserker rage, is obviously suits a melee character. So it means also that I'll have to change my playstyle, because when you're playing as a conjurer, you basically, conjurer suits a clever playstyle, a brain kind of strategy brain playstyle, because with conjurer you tend to summon minions and they fight for you, and you maneuver around the landscape. Whereas with a dual wield, obviously you have to attack, and it's a very heavy. It's not even like a tank. That you're not even tanking, because you've no defense, so it's very like high risk, and it's very for full face on, and it's like tough. It's tough at legendary. Legendary doesn't suit dual wields. I'm going to try it anyway, and we've got a strategy to make it as maximum. The trick is to get your output, the damage output to the maximum, and the other trick is to use strategy some ways to get other people to tank for you, or to get conjurations to tank for you, so that you are always attacking and you're not fighting one-on-one against an enemy. So if I can get if the enemy fighting somebody else while I attack, then this dual wield build becomes very easy, and that's the trick. So let's start off. Let's go.
My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Now I'm going to let Rayloff run off to Riverwood. I've got a little mission at the side here. First of all, there's a few unessential. There's some missions I like to do. They're not at all necessary, but fun. There's a little bandit camp down here, and I'm going to lure the bandits into a fight with somebody, and then kill them all, and then loot their camp. And there's a nice bit of small loot there.
You should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here.
Just one other thing about this build. It is a dual wheel build, but I'm going to use block, and I'm just not going to be one-handed only, because the one-handed perk tree is rubbish. So I'm going to use the one-handed perk tree, but I'm also going to use dual block. So that means I can use shield. And the way this build works best is you use sword and shield to tank when you really need that, when you need to fight defensively, and then you use dual wield when you want to be attack, and then so you can switch between DPS and tanking. Now here we need to run past these guys and lure them onto another enemy. But we're going to steal something first. Watch this. Move fast.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Give up while you still can.
I think I got it. They're so fast after me this time. I was a bit careless there now.
You start running.
Because you're supposed to chase after me. That's the whole point of the
It'll
game.
be so much easier to run when you're dead.
Where is now? There's a. Hold on, I'm counting on the wandering minstrel. Oh yes, there he is. Hey pal, you're necessary. I need you. Come on guys, you need to fight the wandering minstrel.
Someone do something.
No. It doesn't work when the wandering minstrel won't fight. I need him to fight. Come on. Hey, Taliesin, or whatever your name is, you're supposed to fight. He won't do what I want him to do. Normally he fights me, see, and he's actually a great warrior. Oh, there he is. You see, perfect. This is what I love. This is what I love. Skyrim chaos. Now I can attack from behind. Watch. Oh my god, undead as well. This is fun. This is fun. Watch this. Undead, bandits, wolves, all at once. This is just my heaven.
I'll mount your head on my wall.
See, this is where it has a dual wield. See? Dual wield from the see? Strike and run, strike and hit. Oh, there's an archer behind me. Watch out. See, there's a bunch of ones there.
Skyrim belongs to the North. I'll have your head. Do your worst.
Perfect.
Lucky hit.
And you see what I love about this traveling wanderer guy is he doesn't he heals himself, so he's actually super tough.
I love a challenge. From Skyrim.
See? See?
Oh, not so fast. I'll rip your heart out.
No sign of him.
You see that? I didn't get hit once, I didn't even get attacked once. So that's a perfect piece of combat for me. And I'm going to increase my health. Stamina is good for this build, but I don't need stamina. I've got a way around that. And of course, as a dual wield, we're going to go straight for that one-handed perk. Arms, man. You see, this is the thing about the one-handed. There's a lot of rubbish perks now, but the dual wield perk line is good. It actually does something. So there we go. And there he is. And there's my friend Kalskar the Wanderer, who has just wiped out 2 bandits and 2 zombies, by the way. So now hopefully he'll follow me and help me get rid of this archer guy. I need to kill the archer. And of course, this is one of the things. It's true when I'm a conjurer build as well, but when you're a dual wield build, you really hate archers. Because they won't come and attack you, they shoot from a distance and you don't have a shield. So archers are your bane. I hate them. But I'm hoping that Kalskar will come up here, you see. Kalskar's supposed to walk up here. You little shit, you Kalskar. Come on up here. If he comes up here, then he'll fight the archer too. Because there's something I want from the archer. Is he still there? Is that him there? There's a map. Sorry, I should have looted these guys. I'm talking too much. What I want from the bandits really is a treasure map. You have to take it off a body. You can't steal it. No, he doesn't have the treasure map. And his armor is not worth looting. I'm going to be so rich soon I won't need stupid armor. And I'm not going to bother with two-handed. I'm going to go with one-handed. You see, one-handed goes with shield or dual wield, so you can do a double build. Two-handed does not. Although two-handed does, you can go with block as well. Hey, Talsgar, come on. What are you doing?
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. We want to finish. So obviously the treasure map is not there. So the treasure map must be on the third bandit, who's of course an archer. Unfortunately, here, let's equip my. What am I doing? I completely forgot about my special ability. Yeah, this should be enough. So you know what? We're going to fight somebody on our own now. So let's save. This is no small feat on legendary. Can't even see him when he's shooting at me, so it's the problem. Where is he?
You won't live to see tomorrow.
I can't see him. That's the problem. Where is he? Where the hell's the archer?
I swear
Oh, there he
I'll
is.
kill you.
Now that worked. Normally you couldn't win a battle against somebody, but of course the berserker rage and the fact I think these bandits are deliberately very weak. I can't find this body here to loot them. And you see, there's what I wanted. The treasure map 1. That's the big thing. And the other thing I meant to pick up in the tent, but I clumsily was was the blue mage robe. Did I get that? No, I couldn't even pick that up. I'm so rubbish. That was the thing. Is this this is what Berserker Rage looks like here, this blue. I've never played Miraak. So your vision's rubbish. So you see there's a blue mage robe which is valuable for selling. Or black mage robes. And there's the coin purse. So now, see that we've already got some loot to take. We've got a treasure map. And we've also built up our sword skills already. And let's go up to the Talus, the famous Talus shrine. See what loot is here. There's a dead Talus, a dead Altmer guy here, Thalmor. See those high bracers of minor deft hands. What you really want is high bracers of, the sword of sword one-handed or something like that. That's potluck. That was rubbish. But the robes are valuable as well, Oh well. I got some loot anyway, even if I didn't get anything but valuable. Now the next thing I want to do is, this is the key part of my build. And you'll understand. Oh. A wolf. Oh. That's what I wouldn't do if I was a conjurer. I would be throwing a familiar conjuration at him. So this is a really fighty, it's a melee build obviously, this is what happens. Now Talsgar's there. Now I'm going to find a vampire and I'm going to get infected with sanguinare vampiris. Being a vampire is a really important part of my build. Now there's a necromancer up there. I think there is. If I can get him down. Maybe he's not here. Oh, he's been killed. Oh, that's weird. Oh, Conjure and Dying Ghost. That's a nice spell. Wow, didn't expect that. Okay. That's kind of nice. Look. Conjure and Dying Ghost. There's the summons I have. Now this is a really weird spell. It only came with the Anniversary Edition. It consumes all magic and summons an undying ghost. The ghost's attributes are equal to twice the amount of magic it consumed. So that means that no matter how weak your magic, you can always summon. There's no minimum, but he only comes with a strength of twice your magic, so it's 200. But that really suits me because I don't need to keep my magic up to cast things. I don't cast anything. So now I can cast the summons who will fight beside me, and I have 200 hit points. That's very handy. Oh, I'm not fighting wolves. Watch this now. I'm not fighting you. Come on, guys. I don't know if the wolves are crazy enough, but if you fight an undead, they'll follow you, and you can bring them out to a fisherman here and fights them for you. Oh, here they are. They're coming. They're following me. That's good. Come on, guys. Follow me. I don't think they can. Oh, they can yet. Watch what happens now. See?
Never should have come.
Perfect. See?
Close. I can take you.
You can't fight in water, pal. You can't fight in water. Doesn't happen. See?
Guess it's all clear now.
And this is one of the interesting things about Skyrim combat mechanics, you see. Wolves are quite dangerous for a player like me because I can get in behind them and attack them, but they always break off combat and rejoin. So you see, you've noticed that wolf, he actually left a combat with the fisherman, and then when he came back he was free and he attacked me. So they can be much more dangerous than an enemy that sticks in combat. The best enemy is the one that sticks in combat with your NPC, and then you can constantly attack it. So you have to be very careful about, you have to be strategic about your combat in Skyrim. So now we've got a good bit of progress. Let's save. Okay. What's this here? Oh, this is a hunter. The hunters are neutral. They won't. See the hunter. The hunter teleported back to her horse. Very good girl. Very scary. Hello. No, not talking. And a hunter is another person that you can attract enemies onto and then fight. And that's a very important part of our strategy. Now, this is North Streetman Bastion. There's a vampire in here. Now, before we go into vampire, there's usually some minor loot up here. We always want every bit of cheap minor loot. The Skyrim is full of chock-a-block with small bits of minor loot. See? Petty soul gem, minor healing. We don't want an ancient gold sword, no. No. Now, let's go in and find a vampire. Now, the trick to vampires, we cannot fight and kill it. That's not the point. We can't let it kill us. So I should have a shield here, and I'm not sure if I have one. We want to stay alive long enough for the vampire to give it. The vampire can kill us in 1 or 2 blows with their sword. But if we stay away, the vampire will attack us with their drain spell. Their drain spell will not kill us quickly, and the drain spell can infect you with vampire disease just as well as a hit. So if we stand there long enough getting the drain spell, we will eventually get vampiris and we can escape. So the trick is to stay alive, not to fight. So first of all, I want a shield. We don't want the creature to attack us at all. We want it to drain attack us. No, I don't have a shield. So let's get our healing. Let's get healing in both hands. And then we'll get our magic. We'll get our healing potions onto the quick menu. So between the healing potions, F for quick menu. See? Now, healing potions is a 1. So all we can do is stay alive long enough to get the disease and then run out. That's our only plan. Okay, let's go. The trick is the vampire sometimes doesn't appear. She should be right here. It's very annoying when she won't appear. Sometimes she's hiding behind the door. Okay.
Something out there.
Yeah, there she is. She doesn't come through. It's hard to get to come. If we wait a while, she might appear. It's very annoying, alright. I can't wait. I can't wait because it's really annoying. I can't wait because the enemy's nearby, but the enemy won't appear. Oh, there she is. You see, this is what we want. I want her to not attack me. This is perfect. Okay. Perfect. Now that was an absolute perfect run. Just look what happens. We're not even close to death, and here we are. Excuse me. Sanguinare vampiris. And that is absolutely perfect. We now have vampire disease. Now what oh, flying horse. Look, Skyrim is in action. Flying hunter with a horse. Oh, we missed it. Flying horse. Pure Skyrim. Now, what I can do is I can just go wait for 24 hours and do that 3 times here, and then I become a vampire straight away. Pardon me, a small sneeze there. But I'm not going to do that. It's not essential for us to become a vampire this second. It's just a part of our long-term build. But we do have a reduced health by 25. Now that's a big baddie. Because look, we're a level 1 character, so our health is already all rubbish. You know, we're only at 110 health. So the minute I become a vampire, my reduced health disappears, but I can only, my health is weak, but I'm weak in daytime, so I can travel at night safely. But I'm just going to be very careful. We don't need to be tough for the next while. We're just going to use clever tactics, and we're not going to need to be tough at all. We're not going to fight anything. So let's actually, at this point we should save. It's very important to save when you've achieved a major milestone, and getting vampirism was a very important milestone this early. So the next plan is, okay, we'll go back to Riverwood, but on the way we'll pick up a piece of treasure, some loot. So let's go. No wolves anymore to worry about. What's that 2474? What was that? Those floating numbers you see, I think I've got some sort of, I don't use it really, but I've got a damaging mod, a mod that shows damage from weapons and fighting. It's really good for seeing how things work in the game. But one of the incidental benefits is when people are fighting nearby, you see the effects of the fight floating through the air. It's kind of fun. Excuse me. Is it worth taking that? Yeah, why not? I'm not really into minor loot, but it's free. Is Talsgar still standing there? That's not him.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Wow, the courier. I've never met the courier before in the open road. That's kind of weird. Now, of course, we want to pick up I'm just picking this up because I really want a waypoint. That's my first travel point, really. Well, street going back. It's a useful travel point. Now, of course, as a warrior, I want the warrior stone, right? Okay, warrior stone. Now, this I've got a mod which makes the stone slightly different. That's no big deal. I don't really care about it. But one thing I hate about the Guardian stones is, you know, the way they give you increased experience gain in your skill set, which could be weapons or warrior skills or magic skills or stealth skills. I don't really want that. I want to stay low level. But I suppose it suits me to build up my one-handed faster for this build. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Now, let's go get ourselves a piece of treasure. It's a free piece of treasure that everyone should acquire. And we just have to avoid all those wolves about. That's not good. Uh-oh, they're here. You can't find me, pal. You see. And this is one thing you find the NPCs in Skyrim cannot do. They cannot climb mountain rocks, so you can always escape from them among the rocks. See, they can't get down here. They don't know how to climb. I'm stuck here, but that's okay. Watch. I wanted to pick up Anisa's cabin as a waypoint. I can't do that now because they're in the way. Now here's another thing I could do. I can wait for... See, let's take a look. This is something that's very useful for daily powers. Let's take a look at my daily power. My daily power is Berserker Rage, which is gone because I used it once in a day. But by waiting 24 hours, watch what happens. There we go. Berserker Rage is back again. This is one of the weird things about the clock. There's several clocks in Skyrim. For the purposes of skills, I passed 24 hours, but for the purposes of the wolves and the local area, only minutes have passed. So the wolves are still there. See, they're not 24 hours away yet. See? And that's Anise in a cabin. I just want to pick up her cabin. And the other wolf is smart enough not to come near me. Yeah. So you see, you can actually get 24 hours passing, but the creatures around you and the environment around you doesn't pass time at all. It's very clever. It's very weird. But once you know how the time works in Skyrim, you can really work it. Okay. So we have picked up Anisa's cabin, and now we want to do something very useful. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I ran too far ahead of myself. Sorry. I don't want to go here. I want to go down here, alright, but not right now. And now I get stuck in one of those little spots that you can't get out of. So, now, what I wanted to do was to get a piece of jewellery and then to get the salmon roe, but now I'm going to get the salmon roe first since I'm here. Salmon roe is important for a very, very powerful alchemy ingredient. So let's, well, it's not very powerful, but it's useful. It's not even that useful for this build, but it is useful. So I'm going to kill, you can only get salmon roe from dead salmon, not live ones, so we have to kill them. So it's now nearly 30 minutes. We're trying to keep our episodes not too long. So we're going to wrap here, and in the next episode we're going to get some salmon roe, get some free jewellery, and go to Riverwood and continue the main quest. So let's wrap with that.